What's up guys, it's frokfrdkers. This is my YouTube channel. Here it is, looks very nifty. But as you can see here, at least 10Ks have subscribed to this channel. So that must mean something, right? What is going on here? Why is that misaligned? I don't even know at this point. So to celebrate this momentous occasion, I'm going to be answering some of your questions that I left in my community tab. And yeah, hopefully it's pretty good and you guys enjoy it. Now there is one thing I'm going to very quickly touch on. I've had some people ask if I plan on doing a face reveal, and unfortunately the answer to that is going to be no. Alright, so I've got some questions here that you guys have asked, and I'm basically just going to be reading them off and answering them. So let's begin. The first question is, what was your inspiration to start this YouTube channel? The most clear and, well, blatant inspiration has probably got to be DankPod's. His style of videos is pretty much what I based this entire channel off of, and what I've kind of done is taken his style and I want to adapt it into kind of my own thing over time, and I feel like that's pretty much what I've been doing. There's some other people I'm also inspired by, such as Scott the Woz, Piece of Rye. Fairly certain that there's some other ones I should probably mention, but for now, those are the ones. Now for the next question, how did you come up with your channel name? See this right here? This is a keyboard. It's actually very simple how I came up with my channel name. All I did was I took my keyboard and I just slammed my hands on it and frokfrdkers came up. Something about the shape of those letters, it just looked right immediately. At that same time, I was thinking about starting a channel, well, this particular one right here. And when I accidentally typed the name, it kind of just clicked. Congrats on 10K Frog. I have a question. Why did this channel be a tech channel like not anything else? You guys may recall in my first video when I said this. Subscribe for more epic content. Not all my videos are going to be about technology. I will have some other stuff as well, but we'll just wait and see. And it's true, I did intentionally want this to just be a dumping ground for whatever I was interested in. But I came to find over time that tech was probably the easiest thing for me to just ramble on about for hours and hours. And I'm also like a very hands-on person as well, so I like holding the thing and talking about it and being like, look, here's this thing, here's what it looks like from this angle. So really, this channel is pretty much a product design analysis channel, in my opinion. And I've kind of found a good middle ground to incorporate more of my interest into these videos as well. Like for instance, in the Windows Phone video, where I basically tap on drums for like 5-10 minutes. And that's mostly because I love drums, I play drums, and it's just fun. I think sort of incorporating those segments where I do something that I'm really interested in on those devices, I think is really fun, and I think that's a way to incorporate my other interests into this channel as well. What is the hardest device you've ever had to fix? That's an interesting question. Probably one of the repairs I'm most proud of is really my first one, which was a PlayStation 4 in 2017. It had a broken power supply and we were able to get it to just work, and I resold it. I bought it for 30 bucks at a garage sale. I fixed it up with a new power supply and I resold it for 230 bucks. And then I used that money to buy a Nintendo Switch. Much better value as someone who owns a PC. Don't mind the sirens. They found me. And then a year after that, I got an iPod Nano 4th gen with a broken screen, and I did a screen replacement on that. I did break the hold switch, but I didn't realize at the time just how hard those iPods to repair, and I managed to do it. So yeah, my first ever iPod that I owned, I managed to fix it. I still have it to this very day. It's over there, I'm not getting it out. If you could bring back one technology trend, what would it be? Definitely transparent/translucent tech. It's pretty cool stuff, I will say. Bring back that, some repairability. I just think it's really cool. As someone who's kinda into tech, I like looking into it. I think it's very cool. Is there going to be a video on failed projects at some point? The answer to that is probably yeah. I may do a main channel video showing all of the failed videos that I had, such as my 3DS repair, iMac repair, it's a lot of repair videos that didn't really pan out well. I'm actually going to be uploading the full unfinished videos exclusively for channel members, so do check that out. And if you haven't already, do become a channel member if you want to help support me and see some extra stuff. Where are you going to go from here? What are your plans for future videos? For future videos, I just recently now have an actual proper proper source of income. Not only have I started earning money from YouTube in the last few months, but now I have an actual job too. So I'm going to be able to buy a lot more stuff for the channel, more expensive things to review, repair, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be great. I also want to incorporate a few more skits into the channel as well. Maybe not completely change the format just yet. I'm still not bored of it, but I think having the tabletop set and then cutting away to a little segment and then cutting back, I think that'd be kind of cool. I do like that kind of stuff, and it's been a few years since I've done anything like that, so I kind of want to try doing it again. We'll see. Next question, what piece of tech is your holy grail? That's actually kind of tough, not gonna lie. I actually have got no clue, because there's so much stuff that I've like wanted to get, and then eventually you get it, but then you find the next thing to try and get. That is called consumerism. Well, for instance, the black MacBook was really the first MacBook that I ever really wanted. It was the second MacBook that I ever owned, along with the iBook that I showed in the first video. And I really wanted one of those. I was searching for a while to try and find one. And then I did. And I overpaid for it. And now look where we are. I have 3 of these things now. And then I moved on to really wanting a PowerBook G4 17-inch, which I did get. So a lot of the holy grail stuff that I look for is kind of just my next thing that I really want to get. And I've been fortunate enough that I've been able to actually get a lot of these things. As someone who's very much into product design and technology, it's really nice. Which goes into the next question quite nicely. What piece of tech do you yearn for? There's a lot of stuff that I do really want. I go through small little periods where I get obsessed with really wanting something, and then I'm like, I can't be stuffed anymore. It's just over the most random things sometimes. Like one day I decided, oh, I want to get a Windows phone, that'd be funny. And then I made a video about it, and yeah, that was kind of good. But at the moment, I really want a PowerMac G4 Cube, a Toshiba Libretto. Those things are really cool. This one's very niche, but I really want a Curta calculator. Those things are really cool. It's from the 1950s and it looks really modern. It's nice. I want one. There's a lot of stuff I really want. I don't have anywhere to store all of this stuff. Oh, I really want an Apple IIc. I have the monitor right there. See, I even put a little frokfrdkers face on it. But I just don't have the computer itself. Honestly, you can think of almost any niche, like weird tech thing, and I'd pretty much want it. And just a little tip, guys. I have a PO box if you maybe want to send me something. What is your favorite Samsung device? At the moment, none of them. I hate their phones. Okay, but for real, I think the Galaxy Watch is probably my favorite Samsung device. Probably due to the fact that this is probably their most original and useful idea that they've come up with. Like, what other ideas did they come up with? Putting a phone in a camera, rounding the edges of your screen, like, it's all mostly just useless throwing crap at the wall and seeing what kind of sticks, and most of it doesn't. I think Samsung, though, has done an absolutely amazing job with the watch. And, of course, not with the software. That's why they abandoned Tizen. But simply due to the fact that the bezel rotates. Like, this is actually a really cool and useful feature. It sets it apart in design, and honestly, I've always loved the Galaxy Watch. And then when they removed it, it was the dumbest idea they ever came up with. Honestly, in general, I really don't like modern Samsung. The S7 to the S10, in my opinion, is Samsung's glory days. Everything before that was very jank. Everything after that was just really anti-consumer and just ugh. When did you get into tech? Probably when I got my Nintendo DS Lite when I was like 5 years old. I really got into it when I wanted to get a better computer to play Minecraft better on. My old computer was a toaster and played it at like 2 frames per second. I wanted to know how to get a fast laptop, one that could run Minecraft very well. And so I did get one. And then I broke the hard drive by slamming it too hard. My phone just ran out of storage. You know, where's that question from before about which tech trends should return? Yeah, how about some f***ing expandable storage? My previous phone was a Galaxy S20 FE. That had an SD card slot. I just chuck in another 128 gigs. I never had to worry about running out of storage while filming. This one, my Google Pixel 7? Nah, 128 gigs? That's all you get. You can't expand it. Is your head actually an Apple 2GS monitor? If so, does your neck get sore often? Well, if you don't mind, allow me to, actually you for a second. It's actually an Apple IIc monitor, and I have it right here. Why don't we get this thing out? I have to move this monitor here to get this thing out. Look how absolutely cozy and adorable this little monitor is in its tiny little hoodie. It keeps him safe from the dust. So yeah, I did actually mention the Apple IIc monitor from before, but yep, this is an Apple IIc monitor, and this is the monitor that the frokfrdk profile picture is actually based off of. The first two are based off of generic computer monitors, and the first one kind of looks like a plasma TV, but that's not really what I was intending, but it works. And actually just last night I printed off the face for it and stuck it to the front. I think it looks absolutely amazing, honestly. I'm just gonna put this on my shoulder for a second, and yeah, this would absolutely break my neck if this was my head. I was considering getting a broken one of these to actually turn into a real helmet and then get an actual screen to display this, but quite frankly, I don't think my head would fit in one of these, so I'd have to get a larger monitor. But yes, this monitor does work. This is only stuck on here with blue tack, so I can take it off anytime and it's not gonna damage the screen. It's alright, guys, don't worry. I'm gonna put you here for the rest of the video. How about that? What about... Oh, that's perfect. How about that? There you go, little buddy. 2 questions from the same person. You're cheating, mate. But they are similar enough that I will roll them into one. When did you start your Nintendo and Apple collection? The Nintendo collection started in around 2017. I got an original Game Boy, and I then decided I want to get every Game Boy. So I did. Actually, that collection I only completed a few weeks ago when I finally got a Game Boy Light. You know what? That's one of my holy grail purchases. Except it's not, because the screen's really dim on it and it's like in bad condition. As for Apple, that started around early 2021, about April I would say. A few months before the channel started. And the first thing I ever got was, well, the iBook, the first thing I showed on the channel. 20 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. Got a new keyboard for it, swapped it out in that video that I made, you've probably seen it. And I sold it for 80 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. I do kind of regret it a little bit, but also not really. I don't know, I don't really feel any sentimental attachment to iBooks. They're just kind of a little bit bland. That and all like the white plastic MacBooks, they don't really do anything for me. Except for the black ones. The black ones are cool. And yeah, then I just kept buying Apple stuff. Next question, what is your favorite Android version? Honestly, Android 12/13, I've really been liking it. Honestly, I like the design, I think it's pretty nice. A close second would be Android 5. I ran Android 5 on my Sony Xperia phone and I just really liked it. Back in 2014, I really liked the material design. Yes, it is pretty outdated even now, but back then, it looked really nice. Do you like eggs? Alright, not the best things in the world. So that's all the questions that you guys have asked, and I think I'm going to use this bit while I have you guys all here just to talk about some stuff. I've been struggling a little bit to get some stuff out. A lot of stuff like this Lumia 950 XL. This is account locked. I'm trying to install Windows 11 on it. It's just not accepting it. A lot of the times videos get delayed or outright cancelled because the things just don't want to work. While I'm here, I also want to promote some stuff. For example, the Discord server. This place is something. No, it's a very cool place where we all hang out and talk about stuff, mostly revolving around technology, but you can talk about anything you want. Within reason. I'm pretty active on there, so if you want to send me a message, you can message me in the Discord server and I'll most likely respond. Yeah. I also want to shout out channel memberships. It basically helps support me and you get some extra videos, just some more stuff for you to watch and, you know, a way to support me. I have a second channel called Frok, where I literally upload whatever I want, which is basically the original intention for frokfrdk, but it's fine. I also have a PO box open, so if you guys want to send me some stuff, feel free to. I might just turn into a video, you can like write whatever you want and I'll probably read it out. That'll be listed down below, you can, yeah, send whatever you want, within reason. Don't send me a pipe bomb. So yeah, that's about it. My name is frokfrdk, you can say that however you want, I really don't care. Consider becoming a channel member like all these people on the screen have. Honestly, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for 10,000 subscribers. Honestly, the channel's grown quite a bit recently. Like, the channel was at 500 subscribers at the start of this year. It's actually quite a bit. So yeah, that's about it. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.